Aloha, my name is Christina. Today's Pilates workout is for my Hula sisters. I've been taking Hula for over 5 years now, and I was talking to my kumu, which is the Hawaiian word for teacher, about Pilates for Hula dancers. So obviously there's a lot of movement in our hips and pelvis, and we're using our leg muscles a lot, whether we're up on our tiptoes or we're bending our knees to get close to the floor. This is a perfect video to do just before class because we're going to be focusing on strengthening our abs and our glutes so we don't dump into our low back, and stretching the legs to help you feel a little more limber and loose. So come on down and let's get started. Before we start going into our ab series, I really want to talk about what kind of muscles you have in your abdominals. You've got the six pack that goes up and down. It's called your rectus abdominis. You've got your obliques, which help you side bend and twist. Underneath all of that, like a corset wrapping around your waistline, is called your transverse abs. I think about scooping the belly button in and up and kind of cinching at the waistline. I'm going to stand for this, and I'm going to actually tuck my shirt up so you can kind of see how we engage this muscle. Tuck this guy out of the way. Okay, so I'm really good at like sticking my belly out, my stomach out. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to bring this arm up just so you can see what's happening. So if I'm just fully relaxed, I'm just kind of letting my belly hang out. It's kind of like here. As I exhale to engage that deep set of ab muscles called your transverse abs, I'm thinking about pulling my belly button in and then kind of scooping up to the ceiling. So inhale, we let it go. As you exhale, you're pulling your belly button in and up. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, pull in and up. So I'm inhale, let it go. Exhale, pull in and up. Good. So you always want to think about wrapping the waistline and pulling the abs in to protect the low back. I'm just going to face forward. So not only are we pulling the front of the abs in and up, we want to think about pulling the sides of the waistline in. So we inhale, let it go. And as we exhale, think about trying to pull the abs in, pull the waistline in. Inhale, let it go. And exhale, zip. One more. Inhale, let it go. And exhale, zip. Very nice. I'm going to face sideways again. We're going to add a little bit of balancing. It's called marching. So I'm just going to bring my arms up so you can see my abs. I'm going to inhale, let it go. And then as I exhale to pull the abs in, I'm going to bring my right leg off the floor. And exhale, zip. Lifting and comes up. Inhale, step the leg down. Exhale, switch. Ooh, can't balance. Inhale, drop it down. So now we're using the abs to help move the leg. Exhale, lift. I always want to start with the exhale with the abs before the leg starts to lift. Let's do just one more. And then relax. Okay, we're going to repeat that, laying all the way down on your back. So come all the way down. My hair out of the way. I'm just going to leave my arms up just so you can see what's happening with my body. I'll just leave it up. So one hand is on the tummy. I'm going to inhale, kind of push the abs out. And then I'm going to exhale, zip. Inhale, let it go. And I exhale, zip. One more. Inhale, let it go. And I exhale, zip. Good. So as we're doing this, we want to make sure our back isn't kind of super tucked under and flat to the mat or super arched. What we have is like the natural curves of the spine. The way that I find this neutral pelvis is the hip bones and the pubic bone are kind of flat to the floor, like you could kind of balance something on your abs. So we're not super tucked or super arched. Okay, so we're going to repeat what we did standing, initiating from the abs, but we're going to add that marching, add that leg lift. So I'm going to leave my arms down for now. I'm going to inhale, let it go. As I exhale, I start to bring one leg up to tabletop, kind of like 90 at the knee, 90 at the hip-ish. Inhale, we step it down. And then we exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Keep going. So we're thinking about engaging the abs or zipping or wrapping to lift the leg up. So we're not lifting from the hip. You're not lifting from your low back. You're lifting from the abs. So as we do this, can we, when we inhale, start to kind of keep everything tight and keep everything engaged? So we exhale, zip. Can we keep it tight but still inhale? Exhale. It's a little tricky. Inhale down and exhale. So we're just practicing on keeping the abs super engaged, super tight the whole time. Last one. And then relax. Very, very nice. Okay. So this next part, if you start to feel it in your low back or in your hips, just grab a pillow and sneak it underneath your butt. That is totally fine. We're going to do the reverse of marching, what is called toe taps. So I'm going to exhale, bring one leg up. Find the balance, find the abs. If you can, both legs come up. So I'm not super arched or super tucked under. I'm in that kind of neutral, sort of flat position. I'm using my abs. I'm keeping the legs up. Hold here for a little bit longer. If you start to feel your low back pull or your abs strain or your hips strain, all you're going to do is sneak something underneath your butt so your butt is a little higher. Okay, can we try those toe taps? So from here in your balanced position, we're going to inhale, tap the right foot down. Doesn't even have to tap the floor. And then you exhale, bring it up. Here we go. Inhale, left leg down. Exhale, lift. So we're starting to engage through the abs. We're wrapping, we're scooping, we're lifting the leg from the abs. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale to lift. Keep wrapping. You got it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's do one more each leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. And then relax it down. Very, very nice. So again, if you feel any strain on your low back, just grab something and kind of sneak it underneath your pelvis. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to try both legs. So bring both legs back up. Take a moment, find your balance, pull the abs in, start to wrap the waistline. Super small. Inhale, drop both legs down, and then exhale to lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. So we don't want to go so low where your back starts to move. We want to think about wrapping the whole time. Nice and small. 5. Exhale, lift. 4 more. 4. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Last one. And then relax. It's such a small range of motion. It's such a small movement, but it's really, really important to find that ab connection. Okay. Adding on, it's a little bit more difficult. Again, slide something underneath your butt if you need. We're going to bring both legs back up. Find the ab connection, wrap the waistline. We're going to reach the right leg out to kind of like a diagonal, straightish leg if you can. And then we're going to switch. So 2. So the breath is maybe inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We just want to keep breathing. 5. And stretching that leg out. And 7. Switch. You got it. 8. And switch. 2 more. And 9. And switch. Last one. And 10. And switch. And then relax it down. Good. Take a little moment here. We're going to do one more thing, stretching both legs out and in. Okay. So this one's a pretty difficult. So the harder it is, the lower the legs are, the harder it is. So we want to start up at a kind of a high diagonal and then we bend. We give it a breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, 3. Exhale, bend. Inhale, 4. Exhale, bend. Good. So you're still wrapping. 5. Squeeze the legs together if you can. 6. And 7. You got it. And 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. And then relax. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm gonna bring my shirt down for this one. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of bridging. So if you have that ball or that pillow underneath your butt, go ahead and just get rid of it. Plant your feet kind of flat down on the mat. Press your arms down. Feet are going to be about like hip bone distance apart. If it starts to bother your low back, just keep it very, very small and really, really squeeze your butt. So as we exhale, think about same, zipping and pulling the abs in, but we're going to start to tuck the pelvis, smush your low back down onto the mat, and then you're going to start to roll up. Good. So ideally, we want the shoulders, the ribs, the hips, the knees, kind of like in a long diagonal. If that starts to bother your back at all, you can drop your hips down a little bit. Okay, we inhale here at the top, and then we just exhale. Roll all the way down through the spine. Find that neutral, that flat position again across the front of the hips. We inhale there, exhale, tuck under, smush the low back, pull the abs in, squeeze the backs of the legs. We inhale, hold, and then we exhale to roll it back down. Keep going. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. So your abs are working, your glutes are working, everything's working to lift up. We inhale, hold, and then we exhale to roll back down. Good. So you're maybe pressing your shoulder blades into the mat. You're scooping the abs in. Your arms are really active. Think about getting taller through the knees. We inhale, hold, and then we exhale to roll all the way back down. Let's do 4 more. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck and roll and lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, tuck and roll down. Good. So think about wrapping the waistline, scooping the abs in, squeezing the backs of the legs, and then we roll it back down. Good. Here you go. We're going to roll back up. Okay, so take a moment here at the top. Pull the abs in, squeeze the glutes, use your arms, bring your feet a little bit closer together, and then we're going to do little pulses up and down for 10. 2, just the backs of the legs. 4, you got it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then relax it back down. Very nice. Let's do a figure 4 stretch. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh and see if you can hug that leg in. So I'm reaching in between the legs and I'm grabbing that left leg and I'm going to pull the knee into the chest. So I want to be stretching the right glute. Just be very mindful of your knee. Good. And then you're going to relax and then switch legs. Left ankle crosses. I'm going to hug that right thigh in. Pull in as close as you'd like. Good, good, good. Awesome. From here, let's lay one leg down. We're going to reach one leg up to the ceiling. I'm going to flex the foot. We're going to just stretch the hamstring. So whether your leg is all the way down here, stretching the back of the leg, or you can get it up pretty high, that is totally up to you. See how your body feels. But we want to flex the toes back, which is pretty intense. So we're not only stretching the hamstring, the back of the thigh, we're also stretching the calf. Good. Go ahead and relax that leg down. Hug the opposite knee in, and then start to extend it up to the ceiling. Good. So either low is great. We just want to be stretching the back of the leg. The higher it is, the more stretch you get, but make sure that you can keep the leg really straight. Pull the toes down. Flex. Very, very nice. Good. And then go ahead and release. Okay, go ahead and come all the way up to sit. I want to finish with a little stretch for the front of the hips. We stretch the back of the legs and the glutes. I want to stretch the front of the hips. So we're going to stand all the way up. I think it's easiest to get into a lunge from a standing position. So from here, I'm going to step my right foot forward. Okay, grab onto something if you need balance. So from here, depending on how flexible you are or how much balance you have will determine how low you can get in your lunge. If you're all the way up here, totally fine as long as you feel the stretch in the front of the hip. I'm going to go a little bit lower, hand on whatever you need. So we're just pulling the abs in to protect the low back and we're just stretching the front of that back leg. So I feel a little bit in the hip and a little bit in the quad. Good. Go ahead and relax, and then we'll switch sides. I'll face this way. So I'm stepping my left foot forward now. I'm going to send my hips forward, grab onto whatever you need to help balance. And then we're just kind of scooping the abs in, protecting the low back, stretching the front of the right hip and the thigh. And just hold here for maybe one more breath. Awesome. And then relax. You made it. So just a very quick 15-minute warm-up that you can do before class, working on strengthening the abs, the glutes, and a little bit of leg stretches. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christina, and I hope to see you next time. Aloha.